On this edition of Medium at Heart, how we can remember our loved ones during the holiday season. Plus, Annette has some ideas for how we can head into 2025 really strong. I am Angela.
And I am Annette.
Annette's the medium.
I connect you to your loved ones on the other side.
So this is the holiday season, and we want to talk about remembering loved ones who've crossed over, and we want to also find ways to celebrate their lives, their traditions, and their rituals. And we want to thank our producer, Ben. We always want to thank you, Ben, for being a part of our podcast because you are just so good to us. And as the holiday season, look at you.
Oh, hey, Ben.
Oh, he has his hat.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
What is up?
Santa
I wanted to
hat.
surprise you, surprise your audience.
Yeah.
Wishing them all a happy holiday. I'm so excited for this next year. Got some big things hopefully coming in stores. So really excited to be a part of the Medium at Heart. And I love you guys. You guys are the best.
Oh, absolutely. Yes,
Thank
definitely.
you, Ben. Oh,
thank you
for
so much.
for the festive hat. We love that. But let's start with just 2025. A couple of words of advice in that 2025.
Yes.
What are you seeing for people?
First of all, I love this time of year. This is a feel good for me. I just love it. Okay, so for 2025, we always want to start anew and we want to do traditions, and whether it's, change careers, cleaning out a closet, whatever it is, I feel like we all feel inspired to make change. So here's a great exercise that I tell people, and I did it. So take a piece of paper. When I did it, I took a piece of paper. It was probably about this big, and I folded it into 4. So I have 4 boxes. And what I did was I thought, well, what is the first thing I want to bring into my life, right? So what I drew was a picture of a house. I drew it because to me, you can write things down, but it sort of becomes, I don't know, repetitious, and I get lazy with it. No, I read this before, so I wanted to do something more visual. So I drew a picture of a house, okay? And then I just wrote beautiful house, and I put little flowers, stick figures because I can't draw. And then the next box was about where I wanted to work. So I drew the type of building in which I thought I'd work and some friends and things like that. And then the next 2 boxes, I drew what I wanted. So I folded up and I put it in my wallet. This was many years ago, this one I'm referring to, but I still do this exercise. Angela, it must have been 3 years ago. I would open my wallet. Every now and again, I'd look at it. And then one time I was cleaning it out, and I found it tucked in a back pocket, and I opened it. Okay, the house I drew, even to the window on the top of the front door, was the house I lived in. The building I worked in was the building of the law firm that I worked in. And the other 2 had come true as well.
That's so powerful.
It's so powerful. And again, I liked that they were pictures because it didn't put any pressure on me. Because sometimes when I want something, I'd be like, oh, I have to read this. I'm tired.
It's like homework.
It
feels more like homework.
No, it does work. I use that too. But for this, draw pictures. Fold a piece of paper in 4. Open it every now and again. Look at it. Love it. Love your new house or love whatever it is you put in those boxes. Fold it again. Carry it in your wallet.
Also, I do think, Annette, there's something with your brain actually creating the picture, because I know a lot of people cut out pictures for a vision board, which is also a way to do it. But I think that the very act of having it in your brain and actually drawing it yourself could have some power in that too.
People say, and I say this, write your story. Well, now you're just drawing it and make it as nice as you want. I mean, I can't draw, but just do it. It'll come to fruition. That's manifesting. That's the law of attraction. That's your assignment for 2025. And please share it with me because I love to hear about it. I can't wait to sit down and draw mine.
The holidays are a really beautiful time of year, and they are a time of joy and festivities, but they can also be a time of challenges for so many of us who have lost loved ones. The holidays are a really important time. So what Annette and I want to do today is talk about some ways that you can help keep your loved ones present in your holiday traditions, your celebrations, if that's what you choose to do, because grief is different for everyone. It's a different situation for everyone. And let's start with a story from Annette about your own situation around the holidays.
Yes. So I remember it was probably about It had to have been about 2 years after we lost mom and dad, and I feel like it was harder than the first year. And, you know how we used to do Christmas Eve growing up? Remember
Yeah,
mom
Christmas
used to
Eve was a
have
big deal. Yeah.
yeah, it was a big deal, and we used to have a lot of food, and mom always had the Italian holiday cookies out,
Yes,
which
that's
is
why we
what
have
we
cookies on the set.
yes, which heavy on set. And I remember the lights all being out and just like the tree was lit and dad would put those little candles in each window and those big bulbs. Remember the colored lights? They were like
Yeah.
big bulbs
And
on the
remember we
porch.
had an aluminum tree,
We had an aluminum
which
tree.
by the way,
Oh,
today is worth a ton of money. Do you believe
really?
it?
I
Yeah.
think that's there's a picture with that aluminum tree.
Ben, do you have that picture we brought you of us in front of the tree, the three of us, my brother and my sister and I? And this is when we were growing up in Irvington. Look at that aluminum
Oh
tree.
my goodness.
That is so valuable today. And at the time, I don't think I really appreciated how unique it was
I know.
because everyone else had a different kind of tree. And I thought, oh, well, ours is different. And there was a light wheel. And I don't know if it's in the picture that you would plug in and you'd face it to the tree and there would be the different colored lights that would shine on the tree. Look at you in your little
Look at how
tie
cute you
dress.
guys
And look at
are. I
you and
love it. Oh
Joe.
my
I love that.
gosh.
Ben loves
And
it.
the piano.
Oh my gosh. Talk about a little trip back in the time
Wait,
machine.
wasn't that your furry coat in the back that you
Oh my
loved?
gosh, I love that furry coat. I still
Yes.
have it.
What about this doll
Look
here?
at the
What about the
doll, and I'm holding a
doll?
doll.
Oh, and then you're holding a
Okay,
doll.
I love it so
Oh
much.
my gosh, so that was one Christmas morning. But Christmas Eve, see how we're doing this right now? This is one of the things that we enjoy doing. And again, everyone's different about what they want to do and where they are in their journey. But pulling out pictures is one of the ways, and reliving those memories is one of the ways that you can celebrate your loved one around, whether you're by yourself or with a family or with a large group. Taking out pictures like that is one way to do that. But as Annette was saying, Christmas Eve in our house was
It was big,
special.
yeah. So I took that over, obviously, and continued with all the food. And I always remember that I wanted the dessert table to be as big as the food table was.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So,
We are
we would
Manfredi's.
all
We love our
bake. Oh,
sweeties.
yes, definitely. But that second year, Angela, I really wasn't feeling it. And I was sort of obviously internalizing it because I wanted it to be as special as it always has been for the family. But I didn't really want to even cook as much and, makes mom's favorite. She loved these favorite jelly cookies. So I said, let's go to the store and just buy some cookies and stuff. And it was freezing cold, obviously. So I go to look for like our gloves, a scarf. I wanted to wear my furry boots and earmuffs. And I went into the attic where we keep them every single year and they weren't there. I'm like, where are they? So I was like, I'll forget it. We'll just go. And then I thought, well, let me just look in the garage. Maybe the big bag is there. So I go into the garage and I'm looking, and I was like, I can't find him. As I'm going back to go upstairs, I look to my right and I see the bag of, the warm stuff. I said, oh, there it is. And I look and there's a box next to it. And I'm like, what is this box? I open the box and here's mom's cookbook.
Whoa, her recipe
Recipe
book.
book that she made. I just have to show you guys like what it used. Like, remember like back in her day, she would cut it out of the newspaper and put it in a photo album. And I said, that's mom. She led me to this book. And because of that, I did make her favorite jelly cookies from
How
the
did you
recipe.
feel?
I felt so good. It was bittersweet, obviously, but in the end, I thought, what a great gift that she just gave me that I was able to notice the sign, share it with my kids, baking something that Nana loved. It was really nice.
Did it give you a sense of comfort?
So peaceful and so comforting. And what really touched me was I thought, well, she'll be here Christmas Eve.
Through her special recipe
Yeah.
and through showing you that it's okay.
Yes.
To move forward in this way.
Yes.
And what a beautiful way to celebrate mom.
Yes. And
And
I know
then the whole family came
the whole
over.
family. Oh yeah, we used to be big. And I know she brought dad with her too, because daddy ate the cookies. He loved his sweets. So it was nice knowing that they were there
So that's one
and
way
saw all
to
of us.
celebrate your loved one is through a recipe. So many people that we know have special recipes from a loved one who's crossed over. So making that special item is a great way to do that.
And continue traditions, I think, is also in not only for your family here, but to honor them.
So important. I think that means so much. And one of the things that we do that I recently did at Thanksgiving was we kind of all went around the table and we shared a story.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we shared a story because what happens in families, I have found what happens in families is some people have different memories than others.
Yes. Well, that's just like on the other side when I tell people when I do my readings, they may talk about something that happened yesterday or it could be 10 years ago, just like we do it.
Yes, it's not linear. Like
Yes.
it's not everything's not always linear. And then like our brother will remember something that maybe I didn't. And so
Yes.
we collectively share these stories.
Remember when mom and dad used to let us open one gift on Christmas Eve?
Yes.
That carried that tradition over.
Yeah, that definitely came from them. I remember that too, and that was really special. And then other things that I know people do, they if there's a decoration, a particular decoration, like an ornament or
Yes.
something that was given to them
Yes.
or made by that
Yes.
loved one, or angel wings. Angels are a big sign for people to have that special visual memory of their loved one during the holidays. That's something nice that people can do too. And of course, if you're having a really, really, really hard time getting through it, talk to someone, reach out for support. This is really critical because, as you know, we talk about the way that you grieve is unique and the way that you want to approach it and deal with it is unique as well. So, if you need to talk to someone and get that support, you most definitely want to do that. So, yes, those are just some of a few ideas that we had for you. And also, clothing. I do want to mention some clothing because over the years, I have saved some clothing, like, that coat from the picture that we
Yes.
saw. And, every once in a while, I have it in the back of my closet, that little jacket, and it has stayed with me for so many years. I don't need to tell you how many decades I've been on this planet, but obviously I was little in that picture. But that coat has stayed in my closet and traveled with me from place to place and from house to house. And every once in a while, I will take it out and I will look at it, depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling a little more fragile or not, depending how I'm feeling, I will take out that coat and I will look at it and remember it as a very special holiday gift from my parents.
That is so nice. And you know something too? I have mom's coat. And when I'm like really needing help or just want to feel her more or something, I'll go to my closet and I'll just touch the arm of the coat and it just brings me such comfort,
Yes.
you know?
Ben, do you have any family traditions?
I do, and it was really funny. I was like, I hope they like ask the audience and us, like, yeah. So we set up our tree every year together. We put the ornaments on. My mom makes Irish soda bread.
Oh, you do that
So she
too.
Okay,
makes
yes, that's a tradition of ours as well.
really.
Yes, and I gift it to my family members.
Irish
It's
soda bread.
yeah.
Oh,
She made it's like homemade from like mom's
Yes.
mom. Like
Yes, it's
yeah,
in here. Oh,
yeah.
Ben, that's
Yeah,
great.
so we do that, and then we also do the open one present on Christmas Eve. So when I was sitting here, I was like, I do that too. I do that too. So
Yes.
I look forward to those things. I think traditions are really important. It almost like you said, you couldn't have put it better. Is like it keeps those memories of
Yes.
those family members alive, and it's
Yes.
just yeah, I love it. So those are a couple of my traditions. But yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and you know
thank
what I do
you.
too? I set a place for them
Oh,
at the table if we're
yes.
all gonna, if it's a sit down dinner, I'll set a place for them.
Oh, that's low. I like
Yeah.
that a lot. I do like that.
That's lovely. If you would like to share your traditions, we would love to hear them.
Yes.
We have email, direct email, mediumatheart@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts, your traditions, your feelings. If you have any questions, we
Yes,
get lots
absolutely.
of
Send them.
viewer questions we're going to be answering over the next several episodes. We would love for you to follow us on Spotify and become a subscriber on YouTube because when you do that, that empowers us to keep making these podcasts and sharing Annette's amazing stories of connectivity with the other side
And
and your gift.
yes, thank you. And I feel like during the holiday season, our loved ones are with us so much stronger. So you'll definitely get signs and you'll feel them more, and understandably so because it's that time of year. but they will definitely be around and let you know it. So definitely share those stories as well. I love to hear about it. Don't forget your feel goods because some of the traditions could be that as well. And thank you always for your support.
Yes, we thank you so much. And we will see you next time here at Medium at Heart. Oh, follow us on social media too: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And we appreciate you. And we just want you and your loved ones here and on the other side to have a beautiful holiday season.